Hey yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy Matthew Maley for MatthewMaley.com. Well, I'm coming at you with another poker recap video, but let me just say, don't get comfortable because this one is not very long. Unlike some of my more recent recap videos, which have gotten up to the 30-minute mark. What can I say? When you're playing poker for 4 to 12 hours, sometimes got a lot of hands to recap. This is not one of them. It is officially the shortest poker session of my life, win or lose. The fastest I've ever lost money, this amount of money as well. Well, maybe not when you factor in like a tournament buy-in, because I did my very first World Series event. I played a $2,500 event and was out in an hour, thanks to flopping trips on the very first hand against Celine Dion's husband, René Angélil, who then turned a boat and took out my stack. So that was a little brutal. But this entire recap is going to span 4 hands. 5, sorry. So, get up to Planet Hollywood, go to Playing the 1-2. Brought $400 with me. Figured I'd rebuy, I just had an extra 100 in case I needed it. Really, it was already about 1 o'clock, so I wasn't planning on playing for that long, 1 o'clock a.m. So I was only planning on having maybe a 4 to 6 hour session at most. Very first hand, literally, I'm just sitting down. I haven't even gotten like my headphones out, anything out, and the hand's already to me. Look down, ace queen of hearts. All right, I'm gonna play that. I am under the gun plus 1, so second act. Guy folds, comes to me, I make it 12. All right, folds around, or gets around to the button, who calls? Everybody else folds. All right, cool, sounds good. Sounds really good. Flop comes up, beautiful card in the window, an ace ball, I feel great. Ace 6-4. All right, cool. Comes to me, I lead out. I bet 26. My chips have arrived, so I get the money, to square away my 12, and then I make it 26. All right. He then raises me and makes it 75. Okay, cool by me. Could I have shoved there? Yeah, maybe, but it is just one pair, so let's see what happens. So I call. Mind you, it's a rainbow flop. Yeah, it's somewhat connected because it was ace. It was either ace 6. Yeah, it was ace 6-4, I believe. So yeah, that could be open-ended or gut-shotted, possible. Wouldn't assume so because he did call $12 pre-flop, but whatever. Still a little, there is a possibility of the set. That's really the only thing that's kind of popping in my mind. So turn card hits a deuce, pretty innocuous deuce. Yeah, like I said, if he's sitting there on tray 5, okay, he hit a straight, but I'm not putting him on that. So very weirdly, I check, and I don't know why I checked, honestly. I really don't. I don't know if I don't know. I was a little bit scared of the straight. I'm sorry, of the set, but at the same time, I would have called any bet. So I don't know why I didn't just lead out. I really don't. And it came back and really bit me in the ass, to be quite honest. So I check. Guy checks. Okay, kind of weird. River card hits a 9 ball. All right. So don't really know, where this is going to be, but I feel pretty solid with my ace, top pair, second best kicker, feel pretty good about it. Now, technically, you could have had a hand like ace 9 and got there. If that happened, that sucks, but wasn't putting him on that. Really wasn't. Really felt that my ace was good. Thought possibly also on the turn, there was another spade hit, so there was now, for the flush on the turn, river didn't hit the spade, so I thought maybe he was on a busted flush draw, had a hand like a king 10 of spades or something. Simply popped me on the flop to try and take it down. When he didn't, now all of a sudden eventuated into a flush draw, try to see a free card, whatever. I'm assuming that my ace is pretty solid here. So I lead out for 125. Now, mind you, at this point there was about 180 or 90 or so in the pot. So, probably about that. So, probably 175, 180. So, I bet 125. And he almost insta-shoves. And at this point, I really don't feel that good about it. But, I mean, the money really was pretty even for me to call. I mean, I made it 125. His raise really made it to, it was only like another 100 or something. Because, yeah, it was another 98 on top. So, how am I not going to? Obviously. I mean, at that point, it was a, what? $400 pot? $500 pot? So I'm getting like 5 to 1 on my money. So I call, and as soon as I call, he said, do you have aces? So I'm thinking, do I have a pair of aces? And I said, what? And then he rolls over pocket nines. So on the river, he hit his 2-outer. Yeah. So that was a over $600 pot. Well, right around 600 actually, because I only had 300 in front of me, so it had to be the $600 pot. Actually, I'm sorry, it was a $598 pot, because his bet was only 98 more, so I had $2 left. So it was a pretty brutal way to start everything off, and it's possible it still would have played out the same way. It's possible that he wouldn't have believed I had an ace and would have called my bet whatever I made it on the turn. It is possible, but I sure wish I would have tried, because there's a possibility that he believes the ace and I push him off the hand. There is. I don't know how good the possibility was. I just sat down. I don't know, but I wish I would have taken that shot to at least find out. Because giving up that free card and letting him hit his 2-outer without having to pay for it was just a bad play. It was a bad play all the way around, honestly. Because what was the point of checking when I would have called a bet? So I wasn't that scared of the set, because I would have called a bet if he had bet on the turn. So what was the point of checking? It was moronic. Absolutely moronic. So next hand, in my under the gun, I pick up rags, let it go. Next hand, I pick up Queen 8 on the button. I'm sorry, on the big line. Goes around, guy raises a 12. I end up calling. Flop comes up Queen Jack 4, I believe. But I believe it was small blind bet it to 25. And I just felt I was, no, I'm sorry. I actually checked, as bad as it was. Small blind check, I checked. Said it's taking a stab and seeing where I was at. I had a bad feeling. I really felt like somebody was sitting on king queen or ace queen. I just felt that I was beat with that queen. Which then I was telling myself, well, what was the point then? What was the point of making that call with queen 8? I hit my queen. Like, what was I doing? Yeah, they were diamonds, so great if 3 diamonds would have come up. That would have been beautiful, but what was my thought process? You know what I mean? Like, why even put in that extra $10 if I wasn't going to play the pot when I hit my pair? I mean, what was I aiming to get? Was I hoping that there came up Jack 10-9 for the super, lightning in a bottle? I don't know. That's what I don't understand. Like, why even put in the extra $10? But I just felt that I was beat. I actually went to after I checked, the person who originally raised it to 12 bet like 35 at it, and it was folded back around to me, and I let it go. Totally let it go. Don't know what she had. I might have been ahead, but where my stack was, I would have had to shove. Because I'm sorry, after I lost that 300, I bought in for my other 100 that was remaining. I actually paid the guy off in it. So I had like 100 and I had like 90 in front of me after calling that 10. So next hand, I am on the small blind. Ended up picking up, I want to say, 4 tray, 4 deuce, something like that. Let it go. Didn't even call the extra. Guy raised it to like 8 on the button. I didn't even call. So next hand, I'm on the button. Pick up aces. Ace of spades, ace of diamonds. Alright? Feel good. It's kind of what I need. Let's turn my luck around here. Ends up under the gun plus 3. Raises it to 16. Everybody folds around to me. Okay? I have 94 in front of me. Now, yeah, I probably should have popped it. Shoved. But I'm really thinking, you know what? Aces. Let's see what happens. Let me double up here. Figuring if I pop it, dude's probably not going to call. Maybe he would have, because it probably would have looked like a steam bet after getting 2 outed on the river my very first hand. But I thought, you know what? I'll be good. So, flop comes up. 4, 3, like 10, I think. He ends up betting 25. I end up shoving. He insta calls. So I'm figuring he's got a set. I'm dead. He insta calls. Okay? Mind you, flop was 4, tray, 10. Okay. He rolls over 6, 4. Middle pair. Crappy middle pair. Feeling pretty solid here. No 6 ball, no 4 ball. Feeling pretty good. Turn card, a deuce. Okay. Adds him 4 more outs. Any 5 ball. He has a straight. That's not going to come though, right? So yes, he added 4 more outs. So now, any 6, 3 6s. Any 4, 2 4s. Any 5, 4 5s. Okay. 9 outs. 9 outs once. And bing, bing, bing. There came the 5 ball. So just like that, in the span of 4 hands, 5 hands, 2 of which included 2 of the top, well, the best starting hand, and then the 6th best starting hand, because it's aces, kings, ace, king, queens, jacks, ace, queen. Yeah, so the 6th best starting hand. And then another hand where I flop top pair. Yeah. So in 5 hands, I lost $400. And as soon as it happened, I just kind of laughed. And I instantly said, all right, well, hold my seat. I'm going to go get more money. And then I said, you know what? Nah, it's just not my night. Not my night. So I ended up packing up my stuff. And was gone. On the way out, stopped by, told the poker room manager that there was now a seat open, but I didn't recommend it to anybody. And literally just like that, I was down 400. So really about as bad of a run as it can go. Yeah, I misplayed that first hand pretty badly, but regardless, I still don't know if my misplay cost me the pot, because I really do think there's a good possibility that he would have called my turn bet unless I put a huge bet out there, which I wouldn't have done. So yeah, like I said, quickest poker session of my life right there. So there you have it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think it was, if I would have bet the turn of that first hand, do you think I could have gotten him to go away? And if so, how much do you think I would have had to bet? Because, I mean, you figure 12, he bought for 12, so there's already 28 in the pot. Then on the flop, I bet 25. He raised me to 75. I called. So there's a $1.80 in the pot. How much do you think I would have had to bet on the turn to get him to muck? Or do you think he would have? Do you think that me firing a second bullet would have shown enough strength? Or a lot of people fall in love with their pocket pairs and just don't believe the person at the ace. So I'm curious as to what you guys think. So there you have it. Another poker recap from the 1-2 no limit game at Planet Hollywood, and one I would like to forget. So let me know what you guys think of the recap and of the 5 hands I played. And as always, thank you guys for checking out my videos. Hopefully, I'm actually going to be heading back again today now because it's officially Sunday morning. I am going to be heading back and going to try and play for a good day and see what happens. So stay tuned. I will definitely be doing another recap video, and hopefully we'll have better news. But as always, thank you guys for checking out my videos. Let me know what you guys think as to the play of the 5 hands and the video itself. And, well, until the next video, I'm signing off. So as always, you can check out the rest of my videos on MatthewMaley.com. You can also check me out directly up on YouTube. Just search for Matthew Maley Poker. You're going to also check your boy out on Facebook. I post all my videos there as well. So search for Matthew Maley Poker. You can also follow me on Twitter. I'm at Matthew Maley. Definitely follow me during football. Always tweeting about the NFL games, assuming I wake up in time. And finally, you can check me out up on Instagram. I am all up on there with my new pictures and putting filters and all kinds of crazy stuff. So follow me on Instagram at Matthew Maley Poker. So, till the next video, I am signing off. Hope everybody is having a great weekend, and hopefully we'll get some good football tomorrow and some great cards to make up for the shit fest that was today. Peace out, y'all.